Welcome to Joshua Tree National Park. This is Jumbo Rocks Campground. It's a little chilly tonight, but it's beautiful here, very beautiful. This here is Skull Rock, and it's only half a mile from the campground, so I just happened upon the trail, so Petey and I came out here and thought we'd check it out. It's beautiful. These rocks are amazing. I love this. Beautiful way to spend an evening, huh? A great nature walk. Good morning. So we're here in Joshua Tree, obviously. This is the Hall of Horrors, and honestly, I don't know why they come up with a name like that, because it's quite the opposite for me. It's just incredibly beautiful. Just the Joshua trees and these wonderful rocks. Yeah. Quite the opposite of horrors, if you ask me. As you can see, I have my wonderful little Mr. Petey. My sweetie Petey is with me. So this is how we hike. He loves hiking, by the way. He really enjoys getting out. So, yeah. I could just wander around here like all day. It's wonderful, and as long as it's not windy, it's a little bit chilly, but as long as there's no wind, it's totally fine. So I think my car said it was like 50 degrees. So, totally doable. This is Lost Horse Mine, which gets its name from one of the original owners, Johnny Lang, who, as the story goes, lost his horse, and while searching the hills for his horse, found this mine. The Lost Horse Mine only operated for 15 years and shut down in 1905. This unusual 10-stamp mill required a lot of steam and a lot of wood, and the results of the timbering can be seen in the surrounding hillsides, which have very little vegetation on them. So the trail isn't that difficult, and it's about 2 miles, so 4 miles round trip. Unless you do the loop, there's a loop trail that's a little over 6 miles. So Petey's just a little bit cold. It's when the sun is out, it's actually really nice, but when the sun tucks behind a cloud, it's a little chilly. So we're gonna head back down. But wow, beautiful scenery here. Mr. Petey and I got back from a hike just a little bit ago, and I made him lunch, and of course he promptly just wants to crash out and take a nap. So I don't know if you can see him. He's napping, enjoying the hike, enjoying the camping. I took the curtains off the window over here because it kind of relaxes Petey a little more. He likes to be able to look outside, especially when I'm out there doing washing up on dishes and stuff, so he can just look out and see me. So yeah, Petey and I, we did our hike, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, should I take my dog camping if I'm going to a national park? And basically, probably not, because in a national park, the only place that you can walk your dog is in the campgrounds or parking lots. Now, the trick is with Mr. Petey is if your dog is in a covered pet carrier, then they don't really care. So, and I was told that by a ranger at Sequoia National Park. He said, as long as you keep your dog in pet carrier and he's all covered up, then yeah, they don't mind. So that's what I do with Mr. Petey. I never really let him walk around or anything where he's not supposed to, because I don't want to get in trouble. But if your dog is too big to carry, yeah, you might want to go somewhere other than a national park. We are at Jumbo Rocks Campground, and I got kind of, I got a campsite right in the entrance. So basically every single car coming and going drives right by my campsite. It was kind of, it's really busy this week. It's the last week of March. I think it's spring break because there are kids everywhere. Lots and lots of kids. So yeah, it must be spring break. My mistake. Probably should have waited a week or gone a week earlier. I don't know. So the campground is completely full. A lot of the campgrounds are totally full here this week. And yeah, I got this kind of less than desirable spot, but the campground is really beautiful. It's a really nice, like just really picturesque campground. The sites are pretty small. Some people are like really squeezing in some big trailers and big rigs that, yeah, I mean, really squeezing them in. So, I don't know. You take what you can get, I suppose. But, yeah. Alright, little one. Do you want to go for a walk? Should we go for a walk? Not quite sure if that's a yes or no. This is Barker Dam, and back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, cattle ranching was a thing here. Like, seriously, in the desert, cattle ranching was a thing. But one of the facts I found really interesting was back then, this place got about 10 inches of rain a year, and now it only gets about 2 to 4 inches. So in 100 years, this place has lost about 60 to 80% of the rainfall. None of the signs around here say why, but very interesting. So now you can see that Barker Dam is fairly empty. There's just a tiny bit of water left in it. And actually where I'm standing now, I would be very deep underwater if this thing was full. But it's empty. The rocks around here are just gorgeous. Beautiful rocks. You can tell, obviously. There are some petroglyphs up in the rocks that are really interesting. Unfortunately, they were vandalized. Somebody had traced them over with paint to make them, you know, look better, I guess. I don't know. Also, I think somebody has put some new marks in there, because I saw like a figure 8, so I don't know if that was originally there or not. But yeah, obviously Native Americans lived here before we did.